Hi everyone. Welcome back to everyone who was able to join us yesterday, and welcome to those joining us for the first time. We're really happy you're all here. Just as a quick refresher, I'm Liz Bajalia. My pronouns are she, her, and I am the Student Network Director here at Chicago Area Peace Action. I'm here to support our students today, coming from Loyola Chicago, DePaul, and University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. And with that, we have a special surprise for all of you today. Representative Chuy Garcia's office graciously put together a video of the representative to talk more about this intersection of climate catastrophe and militarism, and why youth-led movements are so essential for building a better world. For those not aware, Representative Garcia has been a champion in Congress for both bold climate action and bold work to demilitarize the United States. And with that, I will hand things over to Charles to start the video.
Okay, here we go.
Good morning. I'm Congressman Jesus Chuy Garcia, and I represent Illinois' 4th District in the U.S. Congress. Thank you to the Chicago Peace Area Action for inviting me to share some words. I'm especially honored to participate in this year's Peace Summit because it's student-led and youth-focused. Your generation is bringing people together to reimagine a better and a safer future. But to get there, we've got to get serious about a couple of things. One, we must advance environmental justice and tackle climate change. And two, we have to address the harm that militarism and forever wars impose on our environment. In both these areas, youth are on the front lines, and you are also driving our most impactful wins. Those wins have highlighted that if we want to make meaningful progress in addressing climate crisis, if we want to make meaningful progress towards environmental justice, then our communities need a seat at the table. That's why, as the Vice Chair of the House Natural Resources Committee, I support legislation that advances community participation and encourages holistic, equitable change. For example, our Environmental Justice for All Act would consider the cumulative impacts of pollution on our communities and direct federal agencies to take environmental justice seriously. But to avert climate catastrophe, we need to acknowledge how deeply environmental justice is connected to the social justice issues our communities face, and we must act accordingly. The fight for clean air, clean water, communal health, accessible services, they're all connected in our advocacy for right-based policies that prioritize human dignity. And of course, while advocating for these policies, we must address policies that take us further from these goals. For example, the U.S. military itself is a major driver of greenhouse gas emissions. In fact, it emits more climate changing gases than most medium-sized countries. And out of nearly 1,200 Superfund sites in the U.S., 900 are abandoned military facilities. Plus, U.S. military assistance to other countries has been used against environmental and indigenous land defenders. And yet, the U.S. just passed the largest military budget ever to the tune of $784 billion, and the number requested for next year is even higher. People say that the budget is a statement of our priorities, and that's why I've voted against the defense budget every year I've been in Congress. Our priority should not be spending money on unreliable weapons and expensive military contracts. Kids in communities like mine need college counselors and not just military recruiters. If we are truly committed to national security for all, we've got to shift our priorities toward combating climate change and investing in healthcare, education, immigration reform, and employment assistance, especially in low-income communities and communities of color that are most susceptible to the effects of climate change. So I'm proud to stand with youth in Chicago and across the country in fighting for these values. Thanks again for having me, and I wish you all great success in this convening as we strive and struggle for peace.